Hey everybody, this is Paul 125 Roller Coaster Challenge here at Sesame Place. Yes, this is our 12th park of the year. We're going for 50 and you are watching our Explore video here. So if you're not familiar, this is in Langhorne, Pennsylvania, which is pretty close to Philadelphia, north of Philly. But of course with the 95 being out, it could be a lot bigger now. So now this is the part where I usually ask you guys to like and subscribe, but you know what? I'm going to go a totally different direction here. Why don't you check out this Explore video of the entire park of Sesame Place here, and if you get to the end and you like it, please definitely like it. And if you watch more of our videos and you really enjoy our content, definitely consider subscribing. All right, so that's what we're going to say about liking and subscribing. But we're here at the park on Father's Day weekend, and we're here near the end of the day, so I did that on purpose because, you know, I'm not here to film kids, I'm here to film the park. So we're here near the end of the day. And if you know anything about our Explore videos, we basically do a explore of the pretty much the park. Then if there's a water park, we do an explore of the water park. And then we always do a separate one on the kids section. Well, you know what? This park is all three. So you're going to get one explore here, basically with the park, the water park. And let's be honest, this is pretty much a kids park here. But so a couple things. When you come into the area here, there's the front gate. The one thing I definitely want to mention is you're basically going to the far side of a mall. It's called the Oxford Valley Mall. But basically it kind of reminds me of Kentucky Kingdom when you get on here. But you go to the parking area there, and then the first thing you see when you come in here is probably my favorite ride, which is Vapor Trail, which is right here. This is one of my it's a kid's ride, but it's actually pretty darn good. It's pretty intense. What I always liked about it is the helixes here and stuff like that. And right on the other side there is their newer one that is called Oscar's Wacky Taxi. So you got both of the main coasters there. But so you come on in here. The one thing I would definitely suggest is don't do a day pass. It's kind of expensive for a day pass. You might as well just get the season pass, especially if you live in the area and you have kids. This is definitely a park that you want to basically keep going to year after year. All right, we talked enough here. So you come on in here, and as soon as you get there, right there's a welcome center. And then you got Sesame souvenirs, all right? So as soon as you come in here, you got the gift shop. And then of course, you know, Vapor Trail's right there to your right. But here's what I think is pretty awesome. As soon as you come in here, you've got Big Bird, Elmo, and Snuffy right here. So, and they have a Elmo Springtacular. So this is a really nice little central hub here. Now, so what I want to do at this point is I want to head out to the back area. So right there is the main entrance. So I'm going to come over here where Oscar's Wacky Taxi is, show you that, and then go through the entire park. So let's enjoy it. So right there's that Sesame Souvenirs. And of course they got a Lifetime show going here. And right next to that is Photos and Rentals. So this is Oscar's Wacky Taxi area. And they've got, right here you got cornhole. You got lockers. You got dancing lights. You got everything here, people. Right here's a food truck, ABC Eats. This is all for Wacky Taxi right here. It's party time! Are you all ready for this? All right, so this is Race Set Ride right here. Now when you come back here, there's really not much. You've got yourself a one of the buses. What do they call this one? They call this one Big Bird's Tour Bus. So we come over here, let's check it out for you. So that's Big Bird's Tour Bus. You've seen these, they kind of go up, they kind of go down, they kind of go all around here. And there it goes. So that's Big Bird's Tour Bus. And then we come back here, this is their newest ride. And this one is Oscar's Wacky Taxi. This is a Gravity Group family coaster. And if you ever ridden on them, those are actually pretty good. Yeah, they're family, but they're not quite just family. Let me make this a little bit darker here so you can see it. So, and there's a lot of lines here. This is a Saturday, but that is Oscar's Wacky Taxi. It is, like I said, this is probably my second favorite ride here. There it is going up the lift hill right now. Now the neat thing about this is I always like that they actually have Slimy on the front, which is Oscar's worm, if you remember. So now we're going to backtrack. This is kind of a dead end area. Now, when you were walking in, they actually said something new and big is coming to Sesame Place soon. So it looks like there's going to be a new attraction coming in 2024, or possibly even later on this year. Now, this sounds pretty loud. It's because it is really loud. All right. So a second ago, I just walked by the, we're going cashless. Like a lot of amusement parks, they are now going completely cashless. So you gotta make sure you either have a credit card, a debit card. I have Apple Pay, Samsung, and stuff like that. But you gotta make sure you have that nowadays or you're not gonna get anything. All right, so right there is the centerpiece. So I wanted to show you that. So now we're gonna go over here towards the left-hand side. And like I said, this is 90% water park, this park. So we're gonna be going to a lot of different water attractions here. And as soon as you come on in here, you got Rosetta's Seaside Slides. And this is a raft ride. I'm gonna show you real quick here. Okay. There you go. These are always fun slides and stuff like that. Let's see if another one comes down. But yeah, like I said before, this is mostly water slides, this park. All right, we might not have another one coming through. Lifeguard's waiting. All right, I don't think we're gonna have another person coming through, so let's go over here. Let's show you this side here. So right across from the, oh, there we go. There we go. So it seems like that one slide's going. All right, so over here we have Elmo's Surf and Slide. Great signage, actually. And this looks like to be one of the bigger slides. Yeah, this is the, kind of like the Aqua Blasts and stuff like that. These are the giant full family type of slides. And you can see it all the way back there. It is huge, actually. So, we'll watch another one come on down here. Now this is right up against Oscar's Wacky Taxi, so you can see that whole thing. Now this one reminds me of a lot of the pods, and it looks like it has unlike a lot of them, there's not a lot of pods. It looks like it launches and just comes flying down. And it looks like the conveyor belt's a little stuck there, which that's gotta be a little brutal, but these are great family attractions. You can fit about 6 to 8 people in each of these slides. And I think we got somebody coming there. I see, yeah, I see a little more water coming this way, so. But this is the end of it. Timing-wise, we are not nailing these slides. But you know what? There's a nice breeze coming. Oh wait, here it comes. And look, this one actually looks like it has a little bit of a bunny hop, so that's always a win. Here you go. Yep, it got flat, and there you go. And boom. So now we're going to come back here a little bit more. There's a couple more attractions back this way, but the big structure right in front of you right there is the Surf and Slide with Elmo. So let's wander back here. Now I said this once, I'll say it again. Now, I think by far the best, pretty much the best license that any of the parks have is Sesame Street. So this is Big Bird Beach. And let me make this a little darker here so you can see it a little bit better. So this has gentle, we're gonna go with the word gentle, sprinklers here. You notice that the trees, there's water coming down from the trees, but all in all, no buckets or anything like that here. But right next to it, so this one actually is Little Bird's Bay. So that's what this is. This is Little Bird's Bay. And that's more gentle. Now over here is Big Bird's Beach. And this is a little bit more of a little wave pool for families and such. So then it dead ends, because that's where Oscar's Wacky Taxi goes. So now we're gonna go deeper into there. You got a snack and beverages here. $11 for a hot dog entree. That seems a little steep, but it is what it is. All right, so right there, that's Rosetta's Seaside Slides. Right here is Abby Cadabby's Splash and Spray Garden. And this is kind of neat. You got a big watering can right here. Got a really nice little watering can. Nice theme. I actually really like this theming here. That's really fun. And then over here you got like a little food area here and cabanas. So they actually do have cabanas back here. So if you want to rent one out for the day, you can definitely rent one out for the day. And over here is Pizza Express for mobile ordering. So plenty of seating back here. So that's nice. Because a lot of parks they lack seating. Here, Abby's Backyard Barbecue. So you got a pizza place and you have a barbecue here. So that actually looks pretty nice. I'm actually kind of impressed there. And the theme is really nice too. All right, so now we're gonna go over the bridge. And the bridge actually takes us over the lazy river, which looks like it's kind of slowing down a little bit here. So I think we're getting here near the end of the day for the water park. So a lot of these places are closing down for the day. But when you come over this section here, you got Elmo and a Twiddlebug. So definitely well themed here. And this is the original Sesame Place. There is a new one over on the West Coast, but Cookie Monster's funnel cakes, well, that's a win. Can't go wrong with Cookie Monster or funnel cakes. And over there, back over here is a actual theater, and it's called Bert and Ernie Splashy Shores is what their lazy river is called. So like I said, I came here later in the day to show you the park because I didn't really want to get people in it. Water parks and kids sections are always a little iffy for me. So for me, oh, look at that. That is an awesome little ship there. The good ship Sesame. So I'm here to actually show you the attractions, not people. So I kind of come later in the day and do these later. So, oh, okay, so here. So this is the definition of exploring here. So the Big Bird's Rambling River is the lazy river, which is the one we see here. It looks like a good one. They've got some good jets going there. And over here is Bert and Ernie's Splashy Shores, which is more for kids. Looks like a little bit older kids because they do have buckets. And yet again, check out the signage is pretty nice. And they actually got more food right over here. Rosetta, Cocosilla. And there's actually a sand area here, which I never knew this existed. There's a whole playing in the sand there. And now we're coming over here and we're going over the lazy river again, the Big Bird's lazy river. So let me give you a quick little view of this section here. You can tell that the lazy river is closed down because they got a roadblock. But that's the whole little area here. You got the Splashy Shores, Bert and Ernie, and stuff like that. So now we're coming out here more towards the middle part of the park. But there is the little back area here I want to show you. So hopefully you're enjoying this walkthrough. This is our 12th park of the year, which is actually pretty nice. It's Father's Day weekend, so the fact that we're at 12 and 13 tomorrow. Trader Bert's. Okay, you gotta love Bert sunglasses there. And here's Rosita's. So they got a lot of food places here. But like I said before, they've gone cashless like a lot of other places. So credit card, mobile payments, it can be used there. If you do have cash, you can always get, it's basically a Visa check card, prepaid card, and that's what they basically do there. Now over here, this is Abby's Playhouse here. So we'll show you this area quick. So here's another show area here. There's a lot of shows. Sesame Street Art Show. So that's what this one is. And it's, like I said, right next to the water park. But the majority of this park is the water park. All right. So now I'm going to pause you for a second because there's a section I wanted to show you. So hold on one second. All right, everybody, we are back. Now, the reason why I'm back here at this center part was we went through that way to Big Bird's Beach, but I want to take you what it's like to go right down the middle of Sesame Place, all right? And the first thing you guys see is there's a Coke machine here, but right here by Dine with Elmo's and Friends, you got Telly and it looks like a honker. So you actually have right here, you have characters you can hang out with, get high fives with and stuff like that. But when you come down this way, you actually go down Sesame Street when you come up here. So that's why I wanted to go back to the beginning so I could show you that instead of going to the water park, you can go this way. Now this is Snacks and Beverages. The name of the place is Snacks and Beverages. Here you get popcorn, lollipops, chips and stuff. But as you come over this way, you're going to notice that there is a lot of characters, cutouts everywhere. And they do have a lot of music here. So hopefully everything goes well. But we already just saw Telly and a honker, I believe. Here you actually got Rosetta, and I don't know who the other one is. So if you do know, please leave it in the comments. But here are some more characters here for you. So you definitely do not skimp on the characters. Over here's Zoe. I know Zoe. I've always known Zoe. There's Zoe. And then when you come over here, you got some games. You got Party Pop where you can knock down things here. But as you get a little bit farther up here, you're actually going to basically live Sesame Street. So over there, that's how you get to the boat. I think you remember seeing the other side of the boat. Let me show this to you real quick here. So here's the good ship Sesame. So this takes you to the Rambling River and stuff that we were just at. Of course, I got a food truck right here. This one is funnel cakes. All right, and now we are basically right here at Sesame Street. So right here, if you need it, Hooper's has it. So just showing my age here, I actually remember Hooper's store. I remember Mr. Hooper. And the fact that they kept Hooper's store just blows me away. So this is basically a great facade of Sesame Street. And you got all the different places. You got the newsstand, you got the bicycle shop. Right here's Hooper's store right there by the laundromat. And you know who lived right next to Hooper's store? Right there he is, the man, the legend. It's Big Bird. There's Big Bird, people. And you know what? That bird is pretty darn big. So right there's Hooper's store, and right there is Big Bird's. Now, we love the fact that the SeaWorld Parks has this license, and Sesame Street Land was a little bit more in depth than this, actually. I actually enjoyed Sesame Street Land better than this, but because you can actually go in the nest. But all in all, like I said, this was the original, and like I said, I like it so much better than you know, Peanuts. How many kids really know Peanuts for Cedar Fair? They might know Snoopy, but they really don't know the side characters like Franklin or Pigpen or Schroeder and stuff like that. And then Looney Tunes is also from the 50s too, 50s and 60s. So kids might know it, but I just think Sesame Street is universal. Everybody loves Sesame Street. And right over here, one last thing is Oscar's Garage, which is a little gift shop. So right there is Trader Bert's. So now we're back to where we were before. So now I can show you the rest of this park. Now, the park is not exactly the biggest park, but it definitely has a lot to offer. And I've actually never been this far back. I came here last time just for the coaster credits. So right over here is another snack bar. Yeah, lollipops are $5. They better be big lollipops for that price, right? But so that's that. But when you come back here, like I said, this is mostly a water park. You got some more cabanas back there. And then right here, you got pretty much a giant structure, Splash Castle. What is it? Oh, it's Count. The Count got something. Yay. The Count is one of my favorites. Who's your favorite Sesame Street character? I'm always curious to find out who people like. Is it the newer people like Rosetta and Elmo, or is it more old school like Ernie and Bert? Leave in the comments who is your favorite character. Now for me, I like the Count. I always like the Count. Also a huge Grover fan. So now, all in all, this splash thing looks pretty darn good. You got a giant bucket up there, and then you got the Count everywhere. You got some slides. So this is a nice little attraction. It looks fairly new too. So you got the green slide over there. You got the blue slide. But I got a light green because you have they're both the same green. Looks like there's a yellow back there too. But this is all the way in the back of the park. So that's all. The park's not that huge, all in all, but this is great on a hot day. Now behind it, you actually have the bathrooms, and you have a Dippin' Dots because you got to have a Dippin' Dots. It's an amusement park. So we're going to wander over this way. So now we're going to be heading back towards the front of the park. Let's show you a little bit more, another angle of this Count Splash Castle, because it definitely has a lot. Right there's two good slides. Yeah, I haven't seen that bucket go yet. That's got to be pretty epic when that one drops though, because most of the splashes here are pretty, I'm not going to say tame, but they're just not as aggressive as most. So it looks like it's leaning a little bit there, but I don't know if it's going to go. But all in all, like I said, it's got a lot of things for kids to do, and the whole area is pretty much a wading pool. So, oh, there's a kid going down the blue, right there's one going into green. You got a lot there, and it looks like the bucket might go in a second. I noticing just as my observational skills here that I see a lot of kids hanging under where that would go, so I wonder if a lot of kids got pounded with that bucket and are not excited the possibility here. But this seems to be probably the best water attraction here. I mean, they got the slides, they got the mats, but all in all, I think this would be something that's an all day fun time for kids. Now, is it just me, or is it leaning? I don't know if it's leaning, so we'll give it a couple more seconds here. But if you look in the back there's a lot of cabanas. So if you're looking to get out of the sun, that's the way to go. And if you look over in the background there, you can actually see the mall. So you are in the mall parking lot here. And I'm sure in the early days, the mall was the draw, but now it's pretty much, it's got to be Sesame Place. All right, so over here's lockers, and that's how you get into the splash area. Now, here's the thing, apply today for a season pass. So, like I said before, this is very expensive if you're looking for a day trip. You're talking about 50, 60 bucks. So you might as well just get the extra money and pay for the season pass. All right, so now we're going around the other side here. And here is a whole games area. So let's check out the games area here. Here's that wiffle ball game there. You got a shooter game here. Over here you got the frogs with the fish, the fishing nets, and then you got knocking down the blocks. Those standards. Now back here is another one of the food areas, Big Bird's Burger Bites. That seems to be one of the bigger restaurants here. And now we're coming over here. Now there's another area here. Oh, actually, here's something I didn't even know about. So apparently, this actually is a beautiful property that this is on. Now it's closed down right here, but it looks like you can go down here and there's a lake down here. So that's pretty cool. I did not know about that. Now it looks like the Fairy Falls go into this pool here, but it looks like the Fairy Falls are actually closed right now. So, but the lake is definitely a nice little twist there. I did not know that because you are pretty much north of Philly, and it is more wilderness than Philly, but it is lower Bucks County, which has been getting more and more developed. So, but yeah, this looks like this would be body slides here. So I would love to, that would be what I would do when I'm here. So, all right, now we're heading back. Over here, some Mario games, which I think is ironic considering the Sesame Place here. That's a nice little Sesame Street there. That's a nice little thing here. You got a basketball game right here. And the exit for the gift shop. So that's what that is. All right, so when you come over here, now we got some actual rides. Can you believe it? So over here is a flying trapeze. And let's see what the name of this flying trapeze is. It's called Cloud Chaser. No, not Cloud Chaser. Let's figure out the name of that, what this ride is quick. Always like the name, so. But hard to believe sometimes you don't have it. Oh, it is. It is Cloud Chaser, Elmo's Cloud Chaser. Oh, that makes sense too, because there's an Elmo on the top. But it is a flying trapeze. Over here is another ride. Now look at this. These are different types of Elmos. Because we're in what they call the Elmo World section. All right, let's see what this thing is. But this is the Elmo's World section. So, flying fish. They call it flying fish. And the Elmos look like fish. Okay. Here's the Elmo's World. That is Snuffy's Slides. So this is a fun slide over here under Snuffleupagus. And right up against the nature there. So this is just typical tube slide right here. But it is themed after Snuffleupagus. And this is called Peek-a-Bug. Okay, that one's cute. Here's your Peek-a-Bug right here. Okay, that is a goofy looking thing. And I like it. I like the goofy looking thing. So that's kind of neat. Oh, look at this. Right on the top here, the Elmo fish thing has a fish bowl going. With a swimming Elmo on the top. So the theming is pretty good here. Let's see what else we got back here. There's that bug thing. All right, we're coming back here. Looks like silly splashy slides from Elmo. And this is called Blast Off. There's Blast Off. Bigger than a frog hopper. There you go. They're bouncing. So this is the silly splashy slides that we saw before. Now these are closed for maintenance because of storm damage, it says. But if you come over here, you can see it pretty good. So that's a bummer because these are really neat slides. And it looks like it's a pretty deep pool. So all in all, this looks like probably an attraction that I would go on. But they are closed because of storm damage. There was a couple storms that came through here, pretty wicked. So this is Elmo's world. That's blast off. And over here, that is the fish bowl, the flying fish. So that's all these cool little rides in this Elmo world section. All right, so now we're going to be heading back towards the front of the park. So what have you thought of this video so far? If you have been this far in, we're about 25 minutes into this video. So if you lasted this long, I'm thinking you probably liked it. So why don't you take a second there and click that like button. And if you've watched our stuff before and you still haven't subscribed, well, what are you waiting for? I mean, seriously. It's a simple click for you, but it really means a lot to us. All right, so this is Cookie's Monster Land. So this is all monster themed, and I am pro monster themed. So let's see what we got over here. Right here you got Cookie Monster in the middle, but let's go over here quick here. So right as soon as you come in this section, you got Cookies Sometimes Anytime Food Mart with a giant cookie jar. And then you come over here, you got Sesame Studios that looks like you can sing with your characters. Now here you got Monster Clubhouse. Now this looks like just trampolines and a lot of fun. So look up there, you got that trampoline bridge and the whole 9 yards. And here we got Oscar's Rotten Rusty Rockets. And you know what? They look like trash cans. I'm very impressed with this. It's kind of a whip, but they are themed to trash cans, which is fantastic. Now let's see what's over here. So this boat ride here is Captain Cookie's High Seas. Notice the spelling, High Seas Adventure. And here you basically look like you're on these pirate ships, which is really nice. It's a lot of fun. And over here, this guy looks like he is down. Let's see what ride is down. The Honker Dinger Derby is not there. So if that was your favorite ride, I'm sorry to tell you, it's not here in 2023. But you know what? I skipped something back here. And I don't like skipping stuff when we're doing the Explorer. So we're going to come over here real quick here. Back to where we entered. So Elmo's World's right there. And here we actually have Monster Mix-Up. And this is literally a teacup. But look at Grover. Look at Grover. Grover is awesome. I might have found my favorite teacup ever. Listen to the disco music. Check out all the different, there's Grover there. Rosetta. This is a great ride. And let's be honest, Grover has never looked better, people. Grover has never looked better. All right, so we're gonna come back this way. Over there is the Cookie Monster Land. Let's pop that up a little bit there so you can see a little better. And you got pictures here. You got Elmo, so that's a little area we can get pictures with the characters and stuff. So now we are heading back. So this is a monster area here, and that might be one of my favorite areas actually. Now I'm old school. I'm not a big fan of some of these other rides, but there is one here. So this one's gone, and the one that's gone is Honker Dinger Derby. There you go, Honker Dinger Derby. But the one that's still going is called the Flying Cookie Jars. And right here, this is actually my favorite ride in the park, which is pretty much, let's make that a little darker. That is Vapor Trail. That is Vapor Trail. But this is the Flying Cookie Jars, which is pretty nice there. So now we got to figure out how to get out of here and get to Vapor Trail. So sometimes you get yourself in an area and you're like, how do I get myself out of the area? That is literally where I'm at right now. Because I think the water park section actually closed down, so this area got a lot more popular because other areas have closed. So once again, this is a SeaWorld park, and it is the original Sesame Place. They do have a new one, like I mentioned before, and the new one is located on the West Coast. This is the original, and this is our 12th park of the year. So. But definitely make sure if you like what we do, you're commenting, because We like to hear from you. We like to see what you like and what you don't like and that whole 9 yards. All right, so now we're back here. Pretty much we're on the other side of the Sesame Street place. And this is the Sunny Day Carousel. Oh, there's a big sign for Elmo's World. So that's how you can get in Elmo's World without going the way we went. This is Sunny Day Carousel. You gotta have a carousel, right? Well, they have a carousel. And just like the one at SeaWorld that we highlighted, this one's got a lot of cool animals and a lot of cool things in there. Check out every one of these horses. Oh, there's a bird on that one. And then over there's a giant rubber ducky, because he's the one. He makes bath time lots of fun. And there's a big bird, Burger Bites. And here we are back at the main Sesame Street area. So we are getting ready to finish our explore of Sesame Place. But before we do, there's always, I gotta show you how to get on Vapor Trail. Because Vapor Trail to me is the best ride here. So, now if you've been to Sesame Place, what is your favorite attraction here? Are you more water slides, or are you more shows, or are you more the coasters? Do you like Oscar's Wacky Taxi more than Vapor Trail or anything like that? Now, the one thing I can definitely say real quick here, this park is extremely clean. I'm very happy with everything about this park, actually. I know a lot of people come to this park, and this has never been a big park on my map, because the kids, we live so close to Hershey Park and Knoebels and Dutch Wonderland that it never really made sense for us to come out here. But from what I can see, this is a great thing. If you're in suburbia Philadelphia, or even from the city, you want to escape the city, this is where you want to go. All right, so here's Dine with Elmo and Friends. And then right over here, so right here, we're back at the main center section here. And right over here is Vapor Trail. Now, of course, if you want to get the upcharge, they have the Magic Queue with the Twiddlebug there, but this is Vapor Trail. Like I said, I know the one thing about the Six Flags parks, SeaWorld parks, is that they definitely highlight Grover when it comes to their roller coasters, which I'm a huge fan of. I've always loved Grover. So let me shrink this down here. All right, so we just explored Sesame Place in Langhorne, Pennsylvania. And if you made it this far, make sure you like and subscribe to the channel. It's a simple click for you, but it means a lot to us. And let us know what you think about this explore, and if you want us to go to more children-focused parks like this one. Have yourself a great day, and thank you for watching.